Hello guys, welcome back to Trend Talks. This is a channel where we uncover trending topics from all over the world. As always, please remember to comment, to like, to share, and of course, to subscribe to this channel so that we can continue growing our YouTube community. So this week, my entire focus has been on the Invictus Games. Yes, the Invictus Games, which were founded by none other than the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry himself. So for anyone who's like, what the hell are Invictus Games? I got you. So the Invictus Games are a multi-international sport for the wounded, the sick, servicemen and women, veterans, and it was founded to help veteran servicemen and women to in their recovery journey, in their healing journey, both socially, physically, and psychologically. So veterans go through so much. Most of us may be aware or not, with post-traumatic stress disorder, transition from military life to civilian life, trauma. There's so much that happens. So that is a platform where they can help heal, recover, and deal with such issues. And they were founded by none other than Prince Harry. So this year the Invictus Games are actually taking place, and they are in Vancouver, Canada. They're taking place in Vancouver, Canada. And during the grand opening, like many grand openings at the Invictus Games, the Prince Harry delivered one of the most powerful speeches ever to a crowd of 40,000 people. These are veterans with their families. They were there, and he delivered one of the most powerful speeches. So now, Daily Fail, as always, had something to say about that speech. They, as always, had something to say about that speech. So Daily Fail says that Invictus volunteers are complaining about Harry's work distraction. Yes, they are complaining about Harry's work distraction. I mean, are we surprised that Daily Mail has anything positive to say about Harry and Meghan at this point? No, we are not. I'm not. They always have something negative to say. So let's have a look at celebrity site, which is founded by Kaiser, and we're going to have a react to it. So Invictus Games founder Prince Harry made a speech at the Vancouver Whistler opening ceremony on Saturday. He spoke to a diverse crowd of veterans and Invictus Game families, and he spoke about the competitors' courage, values, and humanity. He also said that these values deserve respect in a time when there's a shortage of crisis, no absence of uncertainty, no lack of weak moral character in the world. All of this is true, right? There is global crisis of moral character, a global leadership vacuum, and everything feels so uncertain and chaotic right now. So of course, Daily Fail or reporters, UK reporters, the media had a way to link this part to Trump. For anyone who does not know, Prince Harry was having issues about his immigration status or his immigration records. It was a media thing. So Trump was asked if he has any intention of deporting Prince Harry back to the UK, to which he said he has no intention to do that because he has enough problem as it is with his wife. And he had the audacity to label or to brand Meghan Markle as terrible. So stay with me. The UK media now think this was Harry, retaliating back to Trump's word. And that's why they are accusing Harry of being woke. I'll go on. If you think about Trump 24/7, if Trump is in your mind 24/7, of course you're going to think Harry's speech is about, retaliation towards what Trump said about Meghan Markle. That is what you're going to think. If Trump is in your head 24/7, you're bound to think like that. But for people who do not have time to think about what Trump is, they can, think that, Harry was actually referring to a lot of things, actual things, real things, global crises that are taking place in the world. That is what he's referencing to, not taking, firing back at Trump and what he has to say about his wife. So here's what the Daily Fail had to say. Prince Harry's apparent swipe at Donald Trump after he called his wife terrible was an unwelcome distraction from the good work of Invictus. One insider told Mail Online today the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been accused of choosing to continuously insert themselves into the spotlight at the games. Spotlight? Did I tell you they really want the spotlight? I don't see them as inserting themselves in the spotlight. They are basically there interacting with the competitors, with the veterans and their families. We've seen that. I mean, ITV had a partnership with the Invictus Games, and they were only supposed to broadcast it. And have they done that? No, they have not done that. They keep making up excuses. Oh, different time zones. They keep delaying, airing the Invictus Games. And now they're saying that Harry and Meghan are in the spotlight. Come on, Daily Mail, you can do better than that. So, going on. So, they have become a distraction, overshadowing the veterans who should be at the center of it all. One volunteer has said, this event should be about the veterans, not a royal spectacle. I mean, it's about the veterans. I've seen stories. We've seen them participate. We've seen the sports. We're cheering them on. Who said it's about a royal spectacle? And hold on. Is there any royal member there? Where's William? Where's Prince William? Where's Kate? Where's Camilla? I'm pissed. Anyway, moving along. The Duke of Sussex used his speech to 40,000 people at the opening ceremony of the Invictus Games in Canada to bemoan weak moral character in the world before thanking veterans in comments widely viewed as a dig at the new U.S. president. It came after Mr. Trump had battled away calls for Harry's deportation amid controversy over his visa and his historical drug use. Don't want to do that. He's got enough problems with his wife. She's terrible, the president said that. Trump, you're the least person to label anybody terrible. We don't even have time to get into you and... Okay, let's just move on. So, a senior Invictus Games volunteer involved in the organizing of the event in Vancouver and Whistler since it was announced in 2022 has claimed Prince Harry's speech was a woke, in quotes, distraction that will not be welcomed by wounded, injured, and sick military personnel at opening ceremony at Vancouver's BC Place Stadium. But we remain committed to supporting the veterans and their families. There's growing frustration over how Harry and Meghan have dominated the narrative. The insider said, public sentiment, especially among veterans, reflects this frustration. Most do not respect how they continuously insert themselves in the spotlight. Unlike them, veterans and their families do not see themselves as part of the Invictus Games. Listen, UK media or tabloids or reporters, whatever it is you want to call it, I don't think Harry and Meghan want the spotlight. You guys keep harassing them, putting them on tabloids in front of papers because you want to drive clicks. And who are these people that are saying that? A lot of people, even on social media, say we've seen, how amazing they are at the games, interacting with fans, participating in games, interacting with these, veterans and all these people. So, guys, when does it stop? And to be clear, I think these are just random people, probably wrote journalists, hearing uncertainty and weak moral character and screaming that Harry is obviously talking about Trump. I don't think Harry has time to even talk about Trump. Trump has time to talk about Harry and Meghan. But if it's not about you, why does it bother you? Right? And it's the royal reporters that insist that this was a flat reference to Trump and trying to get other people worked up about Harry being woke. That is just obvious, incidentally. Like, it's just so obvious that's what they're trying to do. No one, royal UK media and royal media, they're trying to pin this like, oh, he was taking a swipe, a jab at Trump. Well, actually, we all look at it as there are actually global crises happening. A lot of bad things are going happening all over the world, and I'm sure that is what Harry was referring to. So, guys, to save my breath, with Daily Fail, let's just have a look at the comments of what some of the fans had to say about this. Here are the comments about that article, the work article the Daily Fail put up. So Bracy says it's really telling that they hear the words quotation mark, weak moral character and immediately assume Harry is talking about Trump. I definitely agree with you. And then Louise says it's baffling that the media claims that Harry and Meghan draw attention to themselves when all they do is show up. It's the media who writes 20 articles on what Meghan is wearing, etc. Even when they do events, the focus is on if they touch each other too much or if they're divorcing. Even the media, like, if you want something to be done, it needs to start with you. You claim there's no focus on the Invictus game participants, yet you yourselves are so focused on Harry and Meghan. And you claim they're in the spotlight when you keep writing articles talking about them. Talk about the veterans, walk the talk. Oh my god. And Anne-Marie says, just tabloids attributing every accusation to unnamed sources. A lot of people in the world come to mind as having weak moral character. And at the top of the list for me was Murdoch, who has enabled Trump from day one. Absolutely. So Nicole also says there's a Southern say, a hit dog will holler. That is 47 and is enablers every day. The reality is that the American people voted for this suck it up buttercup. You don't get to have it both ways. Totally agree. So guys, that is it. As always, Daily Fail just always has something negative to say. And we know who's behind this. It's you, William. We know you're always behind this. You want credit for the Invictus games. You want to remove spotlight from the Invictus games. You guys could care less about your veterans. You could care less about, wishing them well, sending a message of support to them. We even saw Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau say something for Team Canada. Where were you while you are Canada's head of state? So guys, that's just baffling. Anyway, the Invictus games are still going on. Please remember to cheer, to support all those amazing participants, competitors, the veterans, the servicemen. As always, we're so grateful for your service. Remember to stay tuned, watch them. Meghan Markle keeps updating us, so that's really fascinating on her Instagram stories. So yes, guys, and that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.